Pop the top, it's time for another video to drop. And tonight, it is time to talk about AEW Double or Nothing because we just watched it. This man don't ever watch indies, but oh boy.
Yeah, look, y'all. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm a WWE fanboy. I just grew up watching WWE. Haven't really dived too much in indies. I know who some people are. I know about certain things, but look, this was my opportunity to get into the indies, and dude. Tonight was the night.
What a card, yo. Usually I don't do reviews or anything like that, but with a card like that, I feel like it'd be a good dynamic. Me watching every indie thing that's ever been under the sun, and Brandon, who hasn't seen really anything indie, I think it'd be a good dynamic. So kicking off the show, you had the 21-man casino battle royal. It was a very interesting way to do like a Royal Rumble type.
I liked it though.
Yeah,
like,
it was very good.
I didn't know how I was gonna like it because like I knew how it was gonna work before going into it because you explained it to me. But I was like, but like actually watching it, I liked it.
Most notable thing for me from that match was the pop that Shawn Spears got when he came out.
That was so dope.
It was so
and
dope.
Of course, me being the WWE guy, I popped heavy for it.
He was like, tie. And then MJF with the flip-offs. Oh, dude,
I love MJF, dude. Like,
he's sold on him.
He showed me a couple promos like before AEW and stuff like that. I love this dude now.
He's so good. But moving on past the Battle Royal, Hangman Page won. Excellent match. It was a good Battle Royal. I preferred the All-In Battle Royal personally compared to this one, but it was still a great way to kick off the show. Moving forward on the pre-show, we had Kip Sabian. Super Bad versus Sammy Guevara, and Kip Sabian won. And oh my goodness,
that match. To me, that was like my second favorite of the night.
It was so damn good. And I've been following Kip Sabian since this man was about 2 months into his career. Kip Sabian, the man is a god in the ring when it comes to like, he's so good. And like people that know me like in E-Feds and shit, they know my love for Kip Sabian. So I have people tweet me like, I know Dalton's hyped up about that. Dude, Kip, you showed out. Sammy, the best ever, showed out too.
Dude, he was going ham.
He was.
That spot where he went over the top rope. I was like, when you were like, please don't spike, and he didn't spike.
Cedric Alexander, by the way, fuck you. He did. I don't know if you saw the shady shit, but Cedric Alexander tweeted the gif of him doing it. People have done that spot way before you, my man. I'm just saying. Nevertheless, not anti-WWE at all, trust me. But nevertheless, moving on, we had the first match of the main card, SoCal Uncensored, Frankie Kazarian, Scorpio Sky, and Christopher Daniels going up against Strong Hearts, Shima, T-Hawk, and El Lindemann. I've never seen El Lindemann before, but I was praising T-Hawk to Aaron and Brandon on the couch during that. What did you think of the opening match?
Okay, all right, this is weird. I don't know how many people are gonna like understand what I'm talking about, but I do not like 6-man tag matches. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I just do not enjoy 6-man tag matches.
That's fair.
But this match, like, it started off slow, and I was like, this is why I don't like 6-man tag matches. And then, like, towards the middle and definitely at the end, it kicked up, dude. Like, I was like, all right, never mind, prove me wrong.
Brandon became a big Scorpio Sky fan.
Big facts. Your boy loves flippy shit, dude. Like, I'm sorry.
I love flippy shit.
I'm sorry, I love flippy shit. But yeah, I thought the match slapped.
It was really good. SoCal Uncensored won. Then we move on now to the first women's match of AEW history and the first surprise, because I'm out here hitting my Kylie Ray pose talking about Kylie Ray's the best thing ever, and then all of a sudden Brandy Rhodes comes out and I'm like, oh, is Brandy going to introduce herself in this match? Because she changed her outfit.
Yeah, she changes the wrestling gear.
Exactly. So I'm like, oh, Brandy. And she's like, oh, it's awesome. And I'm like, Miz?
Yeah, like we didn't even process like Awesome Kong coming out.
And then Kong's music hits and her name pops up. Crowd goes in.
Lost our shit,
It was so good.
Man.
And then Awesome Kong got in the ring. Her and Nyla squared up. And then they immediately got the hell out the ring. And Britt and Kylie went off. I was so hyped.
They went off, dude.
Like, I was
they were going ham. For me, that was probably match of the night until later in the night when
I feel that.
Cody had his match with Dustin.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Britt ended up winning that match, but dude, Kylie Ray, Oh, I praised Kylie so hard on Twitter, and she did not disappoint at all tonight. She hit every little pose you could imagine. She flipped up and out of and I'm going to the next match now because I don't flip out of my words. But moving on, we had Best Friends versus Angelico and Jack Evans. In my opinion, I thought the match was all right. I didn't think it was like the crazy.
Okay.
No match on this card was bad.
Yeah.
At all. The bar, if I had to say from like a 1 to 10 scale, I don't think any match went under a 5 at all.
Yeah, because like the Best Friends match, our internet kept messing up, so we didn't really like watch it. So I can't even really give it like a fair rating.
Yeah, because Bleacher Report Live was being weird.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, we did catch the end when the lights went out and Smash Brothers they're wrestling in the US again. For those of you that don't know who that was, because the crowd even chanted, "Who are you?" The Super Smash Brothers were popping off in 2011, but because of the way the border works, in Canada, they tried to get back in the US and they were like, nah, you can't be in the US no more for like however many years, unless you get a work visa from like an international company. Well, now that time is here, and the Smash Brothers are... The tag division in AEW is absolutely insane. I'm just saying.
And like I was saying to Dalt earlier, like, you know, I'm like a casual indie guy. I know a couple people. I'm glad I had Dalt there because I had no clue who they were. And it's not even just because, you know, who they are. I just don't know indies that well. But even the fact that I don't even know who they are, the everybody like outside of the ring coming up and like, I don't know, that whole thing was dope. And then dope. I like how the crowd was saying, "Who are you?" And he hit that finisher. People, shut up.
It was a wrap. They were like, "These dudes are dope. I don't know who they are, but I'm gonna get to know them." Moving on now, the Joshi 6-woman tag match. I know Hikari. I can't pronounce names. I'm from the South. Let's be honest. We don't know real intelligence like with the words. But I knew Hikaru Shida and I knew Rio Abi. I can't pronounce names. But nevertheless, I didn't really know much else about anyone else in the match other than Aja Kong. Shout out to Aja Kong. That Joshi match went off. It was a great tag match. But again, I feel like the Best Friends match and then the Joshi match were kind of like neck and neck for not the best matches on the card, but at the same time, when the best matches on the card are so great and then the worst matches aren't even bad, they're just a little bit lower on the tier. I thought that match was, if I was rating from 1 to 10, because I don't do 5 stars, if I was rating from 1 to 10, I'd give the Joshi match about a 7.
Like, okay, this is what I was saying about, like, you know, 6-woman or 6-man tags, whatever you want to call them. Like, that, they did good, but that's why I don't like 6-people tag matches.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't bad, but it was probably, like, my least favorite on the whole show.
I feel that.
But they did good, though.
And moving on now, we had Cody Rhodes versus Dustin Rhodes.
Match of the night.
And that's his match of the night. But I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. When I saw the lights go up and you see the Triple H cross, I look at Aaron and I go, "That's definitely mocking Triple H, right?" He looked at me and goes, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Huh? What's about to happen here?" Cody comes out with the sledge, but boom! Dude. A little corny in presentation, but at the same time, I like that they're taking shots.
Like it was corny, but I liked it because like the shot overshadowed the corniness. Exactly. So I was like, it is what it is.
And then speaking of shots, holy hell, somebody get some blood and inject it into Dustin's veins before that man died.
This man got to lay down for 7 days, dude. Like, he lost a lot of blood.
That was Eddie Guerrero bad, yo. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
That's Eddie Guerrero bad, of how bad he was bleeding. Okay, so Aaron's girl was over, right? And she doesn't watch wrestling at all. She's a casual fan. I love watching wrestling with casual fans. His girlfriend's over, and all of a sudden it gets to that shot where Dustin's face down, and you just see it dripping and leaking. And she goes, "Ah!" And I go, "Ah!" Because even I'm like, "Oh, no!"
And I go, "Let's go!" But is he okay?
It was insane. That match, mwah. Dude, mwah.
Like for me, like he said, you know, just a second ago, match of the night for me. Because like I was telling him earlier, I was like, even before the blood, I was loving the match, and then the blood just added so much more to it.
And then the promo after, where Cody cuts the promo and goes, look, I don't need a partner. I don't need a friend. I need a brother. And they're booking them versus the Bucks? Are you kidding me?
Dude.
That match is about to slap.
All I can say is Dusty would be so fucking proud, dude.
That match was so good.
Period.
And okay, like real quick, I talked to him and Aaron all day today. I hate the anti-WWE, anti-AEW. I hate both sides of that. Enjoy everything. However, Cody and Goldust just proved if they would have been on Mania, that would have slapped. Because that match was insane. That was my second favorite match of the night. Moving on now to my favorite match of the night.
Hold on, before you continue, actually continue a little bit. You can explain the match, and I'll explain why I didn't watch it.
So the Young Bucks versus Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix happens, and this man, his bowel movements hit real quick because he had to go to the bathroom.
Dude, during this match, I had to take a massive shit, and I missed the whole thing.
Which you hate to hear, but I watched the match, and he hears me in the bathroom
losing
my mind because the apron spot where Pentagon hits the flip pile driver, I lose my mind. Then when Matt and Nick Jackson do the Ode to Jericho, I lose my mind. What a phenomenal match. I was very shocked, honestly, that the Young Bucks won. I thought that Pentagon and Phoenix would win because of the AAA tag titles being on the line. However, not bad. I liked it. The crowd was into it. The crowd was on fire all night.
It didn't even seem like they got tired
exactly.
at all.
It was I believe 4 to 5 hours of just pure crowd involvement. It was beautiful.
If you think about it, that kind of proves when you go to a WWE event and they're quiet, it's probably not because they're tired. It's probably just because it's boring. Either it's boring or they're just not invested in the characters enough.
Exactly.
It kind of proves that.
Now, moving on to the main event. Oh, real quick, pause. Wait a minute, because we forgot to talk about something. Can we talk about how beautiful that championship is?
Yeah, dude, the AEW title, it's sexy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of big belts. The North American title, it barely skims for me. It's a beautiful title, but you know what I'm saying? I like that title. But I'm not a fan of huge titles. I like simple, small titles. But that AEW title is beautiful.
It looked amazing.
That's nasty, dude.
And speaking of the AEW Championship, we had a number one contenders match because the winner of the main event, Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega, will face Hangman Page at the Fight for the Fallen pay-per-view coming up next month. And Jericho had a dope entrance. Had the evolution of Chris Jericho. The Lionheart comes out, and I'm losing my mind.
We popped heavy for that.
And then the list, and then the light bright jacket. Kind of feel like the light bright jacket should have gone second, then the list, but who am I? But nevertheless, Omega and Jericho, I thought they had a better match here than they did at Wrestle Kingdom. I wasn't a big fan. I wasn't a fan of the Wrestle Kingdom match. I told you that, and you couldn't believe it. Me and Aaron,
I was shook about it.
Yeah, me and Aaron really didn't like the Wrestle Kingdom match too much. This match, I messed with heavily. I thought everything in this match slapped. Jericho getting the win off the Judas effect. Thought it was dope. Wish that's in 2K20 because Nitro, how you doing? Kind of want it for a signature. Not gonna lie.
Even the botch that happened in this match, they sold it really well.
Yeah, they covered it up because they countered into it. They acted like it was a DDT. Omega got on top, 1, 2, kick out. It was great. It was a great way. That shows who the pros are because you see the veterans, they're able to really jump on this stuff. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a really easy thing.
And shout out to commentary. They sold that well, too. They were the instinct of Kenny Omega just immediately going into the pin. That was a good call. That was a good save.
Chris Jericho going over, very questionable call again, but at the same time, I like the fact that they're not putting everybody from the Elite over here. They put over Cody, but it's Dustin's last match from what we thought. So, I mean, everyone kind of figured Cody would win. The Bucks went over. That was kind of shocking. Omega not going over, it kind of shows, hey, guys, look, we're not trying to win everything, but some things need to happen for it to happen. So, pause. Just wait a minute. Relax.
And the thing with Jericho, too, since he's facing Adam Page, he'll probably put Adam over.
Can we talk about if Hangman goes for that buckshot where he flips over and hits the lariat? He flips over into a code breaker?
Either
or
that
Jonas? That would be lit. Dude. But talking about lit, after the match, Jericho gets on the microphone. I
gotta put my glasses down.
He had to put them down. Jericho grabs the mic and goes, I want my thank you. I want my thank you. And me and Brandon are like,
Who's coming out?
What's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening? All of a sudden, it pans to the crowd, and you see Jon Moxley walking down.
My mind.
Me and Brandon immediately are going absolutely crazy, and I'm like, he's got the Mox jacket!
Dude, okay, wait. I don't know if you peeped this, but like I popped for Moxley actually wearing the earring.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, I'm a WWE guy, so you know when Dean or John, whatever you want to call him, debuted. He was wearing the earring back in 2012. Yep. He stopped wearing it because for whatever reason. You can tell he put that earring back in. He said it's time to go to work.
Yo, he hit the ring. Boom. Dirty deeds on Jericho. He gets up and just goes, yeah! And you can just tell the excitement.
He was so happy.
He is so happy to be back. Better he can do whatever he wants. And I cannot wait to hear this man's first promo back as Jon Moxley.
That's going to be crazy.
If you're a WWE fan like Brandon, you have never heard of Moxley's indie promos, please, for everything that you have ever done in your life, stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the style and the image that you used to. But without making a Morrow joke, but go watch a compilation of Jon Moxley promos.
Because like that's how I actually became a fan of, you know, Jon Moxley, Dean Ambrose, whatever you want to call him. Because back in like 2012, 2013, I used to go over to my friend's house to watch like the wrestling shows and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, you like this dude, Dean Ambrose? Watch some of his promos from the indies. That's when I became a fan. So I know all about his promos. I haven't seen too many of his indie matches, but I seen the promos.
And after Moxley takes out Jericho, Moxley turns around and goes to Omega, grabs him by his hair and goes, nice to meet you finally. And they start
That
brawling.
was so dope.
They go up to the stage. They go on the poker chip stage. Looked A1, by the way.
For real.
They go up on the poker chips, and he hits the FU off the poker chips, and you know that's symbolism.
I like that they like had a battle instead of just a dirty deed and it just ends. I like that they fought a little bit and then he just goes over.
I love the fact that he hit the AA, the FU, whatever you want to call it, Cena's finish. You all know what it is. I love that he hit it because it's so symbolic. I love symbolism. And
that was
stuff
dope.
like that was amazing. Now that we talked about the whole show and we talked about what our favorite matches were, because mine was a tag, yours was Cody versus Dustin. Presentation-wise, what do you think of the show? Because Brandon is a really big presentation guy. The reason why he doesn't watch indies is because he thinks the presentation's a little corny, which is fine to say.
And it's like, it's not even their fault. It's like, they're indies, they don't have like the biggest budget ever. Like, I get it, but I'm just more of like I like big presentation, big stages and stuff like that. But even All Elite, All In, what am I talking about? All In, like their stage was dope. Like I like their stage too. Yeah. But like presentation wise, the ring was dope. Yeah. Like the lighting, like in the crowd was dope. I don't know how many of y'all noticed it, but they changed the lighting almost every match. I told that to Doll, but he's colorblind, so you can peep it. But the stage was dope too. Like the presentation of everything, they knocked it out of the park.
There was a few hiccups, and I think it's just growing pains of learning how to do wrestling production when it comes to camera cutting and everything like that. That was a little off, but that's just growing pains. You're gonna learn how to get through that. They have a lot of pay-per-views lined up from now until they start TNT in the fall. They're gonna be fine by that point. Another thing I wanted to talk about before we end the video, commentary. At first, I was not feeling Jim Ross on commentary with Excalibur and the other guy who I don't remember his name. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think
I didn't really enjoy him too much.
I didn't either, personally.
However, Excalibur though.
Excalibur's the man. Dude, when Excalibur, I feel like in the middle, once Cody and Dustin came on, Excalibur and Jim Ross hit a peak point that was so good. Yeah. Because they played off each other so well for those last 3 matches. And the way they sold Moxley at the very end, Jim Ross, I say a lot of bad things about Jim Ross nowadays because his New Japan work and his recent WWE work wasn't the greatest. But man, you gotta show respect to Jim Ross whenever this man sells something, because when he goes, Moxley and Omega, remember this moment. Chills. You get chills. Yeah. He knows how to sell stuff, man.
Yeah, he really does. Like, it was the same for, like, I do this with almost any, like, wrestling event I ever watch. I just kind of tune out commentary just because, like, I like to focus on the match and how the crowd is feeling. But, like, the only commentary that I actually like listening to is, like, NXT commentary. Yeah. But, like, the commentary for the night was, like, it started off a little weird, but I think they all got the pace of how they work and talk together. So, yeah. The chemistry, yeah.
The funny part, I think the funniest thing of the night that wasn't supposed to be funny was they cut back to the commentary table and Jim Ross just goes, I don't know where we're at right now.
I was like,
and
come on,
Excalibur's
dude.
just chuckling. He like pulls his mask down a bit because he's laughing so much.
I'm like, come on, dude. Just
overall, Double or Nothing was so damn good, and
Okay.
I'm so excited.
if you were to rate Double or Nothing 1 out of 10, what are you rating it?
I 100% will say, and this isn't a WWE versus AEW thing, and I hate making comparisons, but I feel like it's the best way to compare for Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
I think Double or Nothing's the best wrestling pay-per-view to take place this year.
That's fair.
I think it's better than
That's
anything
fair.
WWE's put out.
That's very fair. Like, I don't... Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's better than anything WWE's put out. NXT, maybe?
We don't... No, when we say WWE, we don't count NXT.
Yeah,
like,
NXT's its own thing.
It really is. It really is. Like, they do everything. Or, not everything right, but they do everything right.
I will say now, I am very, very, very intrigued for next Saturday for TakeOver to see how Triple H responds. I'm not talking about the spot where Cody did. I'm talking about how he's going to respond by going, everyone go out there and fucking kill it.
Yeah.
Because NXT always does shit like that. And with the card that NXT TakeOver has, that's going to be dope. But tonight, AEW, it's a whole new company. It's a whole new world. And I feel like their whole message of changing the world, I feel like they're going to be able to do it, man. That show was beautiful.
And another thing about like not watching indies too much, one of the other reasons I haven't really like dove into the indies is because like not even, I don't know where to start, but it's almost like you go anywhere, you just watch what's happening, but there's people coming in from different promotions and different titles that are not even in that promotion. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like confusing to a casual fan, but like starting like fresh from AEW, I feel like that's what's gonna help me dive into the indies, and like that's one thing I appreciated about the whole thing. It's 100%. Just like it's gonna help me get to know everybody, and then
because we know TV starting in the fall on TNT, 2 hours live every week, apparently from what Cody Rhodes is saying. Mm-hmm. So on the way there, we're gonna have Fight for the Fallen next month. After that, we're gonna have All Out that they confirmed 2 days after my birthday in Chicago. You know your boy went to All In, so I'm probably gonna go to All Out too. You already know.
You dig.
So we're gonna go to All Out. That's gonna be dope. And then after that, you never know what's in store next, but there's going to be a lot of pay-per-views. AEW top tier show tonight, yo.
Really was.
Absolutely top tier. I hope everyone that got to watch it liked it. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, make sure you get a chance to watch it somehow. I'm sure there's going to be replays being shown live and stuff on pay-per-view that you can get. Fight TV, possibly. Anywhere you can. Make sure you check it out, man. Because at the end of the day, more professional wrestling is good for all of professional wrestling. There's no reason why we should have just a monopoly. You should have as much pro wrestling as you want. And that's pretty much my whole outlook on it. There's nothing bad. It's going to be better for the boys in the back and girls. It's going to be better for everyone worldwide. Can we get an AEW video game?
Please.
All right, guys, that'll wrap it up for this one, though. If you are new, go and hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 9K. Make sure you subscribe to Brandon. If you are not, youtube.com/BrandonDoesEverything. Go ahead and hit that bell if you enjoyed the video. Wait, that bell? Go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. I think I lost some blood too, Dustin. Go ahead and hit that bell so you know every single time we upload. And as always, and forever, take it easy, though, guys. Peace!